Okay, so it seems like we're getting Luis Diaz. You know what? I didn't know much about this guy. Um, yeah, I didn't know much about this guy until his name started popping up this week. I'm not gonna try and front. Yeah, there's bare man out here trying to work out, trying to act like they were tracking the man like Klopp and all. Some of these podcasts, man, they do my head in, man. It's like, listen, man, you went on YouTube just like I did just now, like just to cut the nonsense. Yeah, but you know what? I saw him in the Champions League. I said that guy's decent. Didn't think nothing much of it though. You know what I mean? To be fair, and then I see his name popping up. Now, to me, when I look at what he can do, because I watched a couple videos of him now, right? And I think this guy is the business. Let me tell you why I think he's the business. Because I looked at a compilation of about 30 goals that he scored, right? And what I liked is that of these 30 goals, they were against totally sort of different teams. It was part international, the part in his early career um, in South America, and then his Porto goals. And what I could see is that he consistently scores bangers. He consistently hits the corners. There's a finish that he likes a lot, which is literally just he takes it there and he bends it round. I feel about maybe 15 of his goals were of that nature. He likes to score one of my favorite goals, like personally. One of my favorite goals when I used to play up top was because I got pace. Yeah, so I don't need to with me, I can hang on the last defender, but also I can even give myself a yard behind him and just point because I know I'm gonna burn him. I know I'm gonna burn him. I don't get caught. When I go, I don't get caught. Yeah. It's either I miss the chance or I'm scoring. But I don't get caught by no defender, last ditch tackle, nothing. I'm gone. If I go past you, I'm gone. You ain't catching me. So one of my favorite goals is when I point, I'm behind the defender, and you thread it, and I'm gone. And it's just one on one with the keeper. And then it's the whole thing of the balls. I'm watching the trajectory of the pass. I can see the keeper he's coming because he knows it's me and him. He knows it's me and him. And the ball's coming. And just when I know he's at the right point, yeah, it's just waiting. You don't rush it because I'm waiting for the angle. Because what you're trying to do, you're trying to lure the keeper away to give yourself enough of the goal that you just slot it. Yeah, you're not. If you do this chance right all the time, you don't really miss because it's what it is the weight of the pass that is the key to it. Because realistically you don't want to touch it. You don't want to take a touch because once you take a touch, then now it's like, all right, I've got to make a decision. What you want is the pass to make the decision for you. So the ball comes through. You know that you can feel the pace of it already. You know where it's gonna go. But what you need the keeper to come to a certain point where he's not close enough to snuff the shot, but the goal's big enough that you slot it away from him with ease. Side foot finish. So Diaz, if you watch any films of him, he loves that finish. He seems to love that finish. He comes through, slot. A bit like Henri back in the day. Yeah, that's my favourite goal. I don't, the bangers are nice, like the 30 yarders and all that. 20, well, in my case, probably 15 yards. But no, the bangers are nice. The curler top corner, that's the one. But that finish there, to me, it just gives you pleasure because it's so easy. It's like you just cut through, don't touch the ball, slot, done. You score 2 or 3 of them, you got your hat trick. You know what I mean? You don't have being a striker is not always about brawn and menace. It's just about being clever sometimes, clever with your finishes. Like, a lot of the time when I played, like I said, I'm fast. When I want to, I'll run through a couple players, but a lot of the times I just like the tap-ins, man. I do know what, to be fair, I just like hitting the back of the net. I love the net just rippling when you score. You know what I mean? One of my favorite finishes actually is when you take a shot and it hits the underside of the bar and comes back down and just, yeah. Anyway, enough about me. It wasn't about me. Sorry, I digress again. Luis Diaz, this guy, he seems to love these kind of shots. So to me, I watched him. He's got goals where he's dribbling. He's got goals where he's using his speed and his strength. But a lot of the time, he's not afraid to take the shot. He is what I thought Ox would have been for us over the years. How I wanted Ox was literally to just be like, use your speed to get through, and then one touch bang, just hitting corners. Ox, I feel his injuries have let him down, but I also feel he don't fully believe in himself how he should. He's not cocky enough. Ox needs to develop a bit of a cocky streak and be selfish. To be fair, Jota should never have be ahead of him now. You know, Jota shouldn't be there. Curtis Jones gets picked more than like ahead of Ox, if you know what I mean. Like it seems like um Klopp trusts Jones more than Ox. So that says it all. But this guy, man, I think if he is what I saw on the footage, and like I said, it was consistent, and it was in when he was playing for Colombia, when he's playing in his old team, and then now when he's playing for Porto, he's been consistent. This guy looks like the business. This guy looks like Mane man might have to slide onto the bench. And knowing Mane, he'll probably cut because he don't want to do that. But to me, this is the signing I've been waiting for. Um, Almost a playmaker, but at the top end. Because remember before I was saying to you, you need a playmaker in the ACM. And I still believe Firmino could do that. But this guy now gives us something different up front. And what it does is it shakes up the league, because where people were neutralising us before because we were a bit predictable, now that whole Mane stopping the ball and then running to the byline, we can move that now. We've got this guy. So I'm hoping the deal goes through. I heard that Liverpool reps have gone over to Colombia to kind of wrap up the deal. I'm hoping that they've done it. I'm hoping by the time I post again on this subject that I'm not saying that the transfer's flopped and that man's got through. But I think we need this. Now when you look at the front, Mane, Salah, Jota, Firmino, Diaz, Minamino. That's a bench. Now that's a bench. Just that one player, yeah. Now, Klopp is meticulously building up the second 11. See, a lot of you man, you lot don't get the transfer process at Liverpool. So a lot of you man, you're whining and moaning. You want Haaland, you want this person, you want that person. Yeah, you want these £150 million players. We've never been that. What we do is we pick up, we polish up the players that no one don't really see, and then and then they peak at a premium when they're with us. That's the plan. And you man just got to be smart and look at who is up and coming that's consistent, that would fit into the Liverpool system. Not the finish. We don't want the finish piece. We've never bought the finish piece really. It's not really in our DNA to do that. We tried to do it with Andy Carroll. Remember, FSG. People got short memories. FSG tried that model. They bought one dusty player, which was Suarez at the time. Let's keep it real. Suarez was dusty. He just bit the player. People didn't want him. He bought one dusty, but Kenny got one dusty player, and we got a premium player, which was Andy Carroll. And look how that turned out. And that's why they're hesitant to do it. You know, that's why I'm not saying they won't do it, because we got Alisson and we got Van Dijk. But that's why they don't rush in, because I think them man are looking and saying, listen, we did the Andy Carroll thing and we got stung. Like, that cost us money. We're not going to do that again. What we'll do, we're going to trust Klopp, because he knows what he knows what he's doing when he's picking these players. So we'll get a Gruitch, you know, we'll get all those kind of players. And over time, you know, law of averages, most of them will come through. You get one or two duds, it's going to happen. You know, the jury's still out on Minamino. I like Minamino. I like his aura. And I like what I saw him do when he was playing before for his former club. He hasn't fully done it for us, but I don't hate the guy. He can come good. You know what I mean? But I don't want us to have, personally, I want us to have top quality players, but I don't want us to have, by bringing Mahrez and we're paying him 300, grand a week, and then we can't get him off the books. I don't want us to get Grealish for 100 million, and then he's sitting on the bench and he's taking another, 250k a week. I don't want that. I want that if we nurture a player, he fits the system, and then we take it from there. So Diaz, man's coming through. I am hoping that we wrap up the deal and then let's see what you got. And you know what? If we've got him now, Manchester City, be worried. We are coming for you. Don't get it twisted that the title is over. Everybody else has written it already. Like they've engraved you lot on the trophy. But until we play you at the Etihad, I'm not writing it off. I think we can catch you. Yeah. I think your cockiness, because you've been running away with it for the last couple of years and you ain't got a striker, business end of the season when people are fighting for relegation and doing low block, low block, low block, I think that's going to come back to haunt you, man. Yeah. Anyway, peeps, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about Diaz. I think it's going to, if it goes through, I think it's a top signing. I give him 4 or 5 games to blood himself in, and the rest of the league's going to get murked. This is going to wake up Salah as well, because I love Salah, but I feel Salah's got it in him that he'll cut. You can't trust that. Now, this is going to make him think, all right, what are you really doing? You staying or you going? If you're staying, do you see yourself as part of a network, or are you pissed because we signed another player that might, push you for the shirt? Let's see Salah's temperament. See what I go on. And Mane. You know what I mean? If you man don't want to be there, cut, because we've got Jota and we're soon to have Diaz. We'll run that. We've done it before. We lost Torres, we survived. We lost Suarez, we survived. We lost Owen, we survived. Every time we've won the Champions League as well. Anyway, man, I'm out. Peace.